Hello and welcome everybody to my modded server. That's right, I finally got it up and running. This has been a long time in the making, a long time that I've been talking about it, and I finally sat down and finally got it up and running. I got all my ducks in a row. What happened is a few weeks ago, my cousin's fiance, the couple that we always hang out with on like Friday and Saturday nights, or I should say weekends in general. The same guys that we like to play Magic the Gathering with, and that we're doing the Mutants and Masterminds campaign with. That group of people. We sat down one night. We're talking about what we want to do as far as Minecraft, because they said this. Oh, we miss Minecraft. We miss playing. We miss having a server to play on it, because we all played on the family server together, and we all had been not been able to play on it because of the server reformatting, restructuring, and it's still not complete. It's currently sitting abandoned for probably 2 or 3 months now. It hasn't, from what I hear, it hasn't been touched. So we decided to move on. We're like, you know what? We should make our own server. We should do this ourselves. We should have our own server. And someone tossed in the idea that it should be modded. Like nobody in this group of family and friends has played with mods before, and they expressed interest in wanting to learn about them and play with them. And I said, I have just what you need. So I explained to them that I've been working on a mod pack for quite some time, with the intent to set up a family server. I wanted to run it in parallel with the vanilla family server, so that way we kind of had both vanilla and modded to play with. And then the whole thing with the vanilla server happened. So this is going to be our main server. This is the new Friends and Family server, and it just happens to be based on the mod pack that I've been working on for quite some time now. So without further ado, I wanted to this is Spawn, by the way. It took me a long time, a lot of configuring, a lot of finding the correct world. I've generated a bunch of worlds trying to find the perfect place to create Spawn in. I wanted it to be roughly near where I spawn in at. I didn't want to look too much at the world, because I'm going to be playing this myself. I'm not just going to be the admin that gets on and solves things and does that. I'm actually going to be playing. I'm not going to be one of those guys that just has it running, has other people play it, and then like a lot like the last server that I was on, or I should say the friends, or the old Friends and Family server, the owner, the admin, he never played. He would just get on, he would build stuff, typically screw things up, and then get off. That's really the only time that he was on. I'm going to be playing as a member, as a survival type person. So, what I wanted to do was find a world that generated pretty much the way that I wanted it to right off the bat, that I didn't have to explore too far out, because I didn't want to know any of the surrounding areas. I didn't want to know. I basically wanted this to feel to me like I had just signed on somebody else's server, like I knew nothing about the generation, and that's what I found with this place here. Default spawn was, I think, just on the other side of this mountain here, and then over here is a nice kind of a flat area. So I cleared out a little area here, put in my spawn building that I made in a creative world. This is I MC edited in. I have a ton of books, ton of written books. There's 8 of them in total. I have them on the Thaumcraft pedestals, and each one of these, I'll take one. I'm not gonna keep them because I don't need to know about them. I wrote them. Oh, that one just happens to be the mod list. Let's see, world generation, just different things here. I think this one over here is the server rules. Yep, server rules has stuff, stuff like that. Just information on the mods, what's in it, how to get started, server rules, different types of things here and there, things that are things that are going on for people that have never played with mods before. Because like I said, pretty much all of I'm pretty much the only person on here that has used mods before. Nobody else has, at least not in this capacity. Some of the other guys have played MavCraft, which is not technically a modded server. It's a bucket server, so it's got a bunch of plugins, like custom plugins, but nothing that adds blocks like mods do, blocks and machines and different things like this. So this is their first time experiencing stuff like this, mods like this. So I had to make sure I had an information center built, so that way they know what they're getting into. And normally I wouldn't do this. I like this to be player built. The information is the only reason why I had a spawn building. Otherwise, this wouldn't be here. Something you may notice right off the bat is I did tweak the mod pack a little bit since my solo world. We have biomes aplenty in, as you can see, so it adds a lot of variation to an otherwise drab landscape. Vanilla's not, drab, but it does lack in a lot of variation, and biomes aplenty certainly meets that criteria. It adds so much. I think there's 87 new biomes that it adds. It's insane. There's so much stuff here. I originally wanted in my modded my LP, my solo. Actually, I'm just gonna start walking while I'm talking here because I'm running out of daylight. Oh, and speaking of which, running out of daylight here. Underneath spawn here, I have a magnum torch. So that way nothing spawns. This is kind of a safe area. Nothing spawns 64 blocks. I believe it's 64. Out from where it's placed on all sides. So it's a 128 diameter circle that goes, I think, 16. I think it's 8 up and 8 down. So it's 16 total blocks on the y-axis that they can't spawn in. So stuff underneath, like down further below, they will spawn. So the caves underneath here are, in fact, loaded with monsters, but up here on the surface they are not. So this is kind of a safe area. It's nice. I have it encased in bedrock, so that way nobody can come here and take it, because I don't want anybody taking that torch. This is for spawn. So if you want a torch, you got to make your own, because they're kind of expensive. So I don't want somebody just coming by and taking it because they feel like they need it. So that is why it is encased in bedrock. Oh, and those also, just a note, I guess this isn't really too important, but I felt like I should say it anyway. Those books, they automatically respawn on top of the pedestals, and that is not from any sort of plugin or anything like that. That is actually from, there is a Creative Strongbox, and the Creative Strongboxes are from Thermal Expansion, and whatever, they only have a 1 item slot in them, and whatever item is put in it, every time that it is pulled, it will generate the same item again. So it's kind of an infinite box, and it's only available in creative mode. So I have those down there with each of the books in it, and then a item duct up into the base of the pedestals. So that is how that works. But let's get moving here. I kind of want to go, kind of want to get moving here. Like I said, we're running out of daylight. And we doing hats. I love the hats mod. I think it's hilarious. I'm not gonna kill the horse. For some reason, horses wear hats on their butt. I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's hilarious that they do. There's a donkey with the. That's so funny. I'm not sure why they do. I do think it's funny though. I need some wood, and I need some. Okay, you know what? Here's what we may end up doing. I may cut here and wait for the night to pass, because I spent too long talking and not enough time walking. This mod pack, the other change that I made is I added zombie awareness. Now, zombie awareness, I first became aware of zombie awareness through my playing of Crash Landing. That's where I found the mod, and I like it a lot. So I decided to include it in this pack, and it certainly does not disappoint. The game throws as many zombies at you from all angles with aggressive behavior. So it is hard. It is very hard. Ooh, an apple. There's some food. Let's see. So I may do that if this gets to be too much. I'm gonna stick around here, gather some more wood, gather some of this jacaranda jacaranda wood. Get out of here, horse. I got a sapling. That's pretty cool. I don't want to slim down too much of spawn here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a cut here. And then when I gather enough wood, and once it's daytime, because I don't want to, well, you know what? We'll just go for it. We'll just, why is it light here? I wonder if there must be a node right here. Is there a node? Yep, right there. Or a node. Cool. That's something that that is high on the agenda, is to get into Thaumcraft. As you guys have seen from my LP, Thaumcraft is hands down my favorite mod. It's just so cool. There's so much cool stuff in it, so much useful stuff in it, and it's a blast to play with because it's so well documented in game, and there's it's such a high level of polish. It's hands down my favorite mod. So that is high on the agenda to do off the bat. I need to get some leather, make a bookcase, or find a village and use one of their bookcases. It'd probably just be easier to make a bookcase. And then get some iron, make an iron-capped wand, and go to town on Thaumcraft, because I certainly can't wait to get back into that stuff. The other thing on the agenda to do is to get some sort of power generation. Not really sure how I'm going to go about doing that just yet. I know in my solo world, I used... What did I use? I used the compression dynamo, and I used oil that I converted into fuel with a refinery, but I used oil off the bat because it's you can burn it raw, and it generates not as much power as the fuel, but it does generate power. So that's what I used for a while. So I may do that again because it worked out pretty well. And of course it is raining. Oh, I am about starving here. Option sound. There's no sound for weather, so I got to turn all the sound down. You know what? I may just wait out the night and wait out the rain. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a small cut here, and then I'll be back. Oh, see, there's a zombie right there coming in. So we'll be back. Alright, well, it is still raining. Day has come, and it looks like it's going. My food situation has gotten a little better. I walked around, and I forgot that Biomes of Plenty adds berry bushes. Not the kind that you can harvest, like that... not the kind that Natura adds, that you could pick up the bush itself. These are a little different. You don't seem to be able to harvest the bush, at least not without some shears or something. Oh, the rain stopped. That's good. It was storming for a while. There was a lightning storm for a little bit. But anyways, these bushes, they have these the berries on them, and I found quite a few of them in the area. So, I mean, they don't give much, but they're something. And then I wandered around for a little bit more, and I actually found I killed a horse. I thought that they might drop horse meat or something like that, but they did not. I didn't want to kill too many of them, so I just targeted the ones with the hats. So now I have those hats that we've seen him wearing. I did see some sheep, so I got enough wool. Luckily, there was enough. There was 3 sheep that I found, along with a couple pigs. So I got some raw pork chops and enough to make enough wool to make a bed. So we're gonna do that real quick to get rid of the night. Was going to use it also to get rid of the storm, but it seemed to have gone away by itself. So not a big deal there. What we're going to do is this series is going to be handled a little bit differently. I wanted to talk about this before we got too far into it, just so everybody knows. This is going to be handled a little differently than my modded LP. Oh, I can turn the sound back up now that it's not raining. What I mean by that is these horses with the hats is hilarious. What kind of hat is that? Stainless pot. Okay. What I mean by that is we're going to be moving a little bit faster than what I did on my modded LP. And what I mean is I'm not going to be showing a whole lot of what mods do. There's going to be more of an emphasis on what I can do with the mods and less on how to use them. So expect to see bigger builds, more elaborate contraptions. What I'm going to do with this server is build everything that I've been wanting to build in a modded world for a very long time. Like I said, that other server, or not the server, the other playthrough, the modded LP, the solo world that I was playing on, that one was, as I said multiple times during that playthrough, it was a test world. That was really just a test bed I wanted to put mods together with to make sure that they all ran well. There was no cheaty loopholes, and I didn't mind. That's what I wanted to mine some. Where was that cave just at? Right here. I wanted to mine some stone first, because I want to make a furnace so I can cook that meat. That series was just a test bed to make sure everything worked well together, and so that way I can configure everything before setting a server up. That way nothing was too cheaty. There was no crazy recipes that you could exploit and get stuff, like, no recipe loops that you could break something and then do it again and get stuff that you're not supposed to have. I want balance. First and foremost, I want balance. I want difficulty, but I want it. I just don't want anything to come too easy. Is basically what I want. I want to give people a challenge, but I also want it to be balanced. And also no cheaty loopholes. So I spent a lot of time doing that. And that was the point of that playthrough there. Yeah, we'll cook the whole thing. I probably should have just used some wood or something. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is, like I said, this is gonna move a lot faster. I even contemplated not even doing this first initial episode like this as first starting out, but for the sake of completeness, I felt that I should, just so everybody got a feel of where we're starting from. Next episode, I'm going to be, the next time that you see me in the next episode, I'm going to be quite a bit further along. I'm probably going to not record for about a week, and or at least a few days. It just depends on really when I have opportunities. If I have an opportunity to record, I'm going to take it, because my hiatus lately, that was due somewhat in part to my inability to record. I have a lot of things going on. This just happens to be a point in time where I have an empty house at the moment, so I'm using this opportunity to record. But I want a good bit of time to pass until the next time that I play on the server here, because like I said, I don't want it to be too startup-y. I don't want you know what I mean, because you know everybody sees this stuff over and over and over and over again, and I'm guilty of it too. I've started a lot of new series, in my channel, and so you guys have seen me start up time and time again. So let's see what we got. We got meat now. Let's eat one of them. We got a sword. Before we head out, let's make some stone tools. Yeah, stone. Make a stone pick. And a stone. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough. We'll make a stone axe and also a stone sword. Okay. So yeah. So anyways, what I want to do for this episode here is basically just walk around for a bit. I noticed that there is a... Oh, before we leave spawn, I just wanted to point this out real quick. That building, my spawn/resource or information center, when I started building this is not at all what I had in mind. I had a completely different design in mind that I wanted to build for it, and then I started building this one, and this is how it ended up. And I liked it. I really do like it. It didn't at all turn out like I was expecting it to turn out, but I think it looks so cool. I'm super happy with the way that it turned out. I really like that cyan glass against the black with the white highlights. I think it turned out really sharp, and a lot of people seem to be in agreement. I've had a lot of compliments on this so far. So it kind of looks like an alien, like a pod or something, some sort of alien pod that you would find in like a sci-fi film or something like that. But not at all what I was going for. But it's staying because I like the way that it turned out. So yeah, not gonna go off that way. I noticed that there's a lot of water out there, so we're gonna travel by foot off in this direction here, because it looks like there's quite a bit of solid land out this way. Ooh, there's some more reeds. Let's I'll grab those real quick. So the point of this episode is I wanted to find where I'm going to be setting up at, and then, like I said, once I do find a place to set up, which I'm not too sure what kind of area that I'm going to be looking for this time around. I got a couple ideas rattling around in my head. Not 100% concrete on what type of biome that I wanna build it in, because as I said, Biomes of Plenty is on. It is installed, and that's what we're running. And I'm not too familiar with a lot of the biomes that are in it. So it really just matters, or I should say it really depends on what I find that I think is really cool. Man, look at those trees. There's big I see some crazy... What is this? This is like a big kind of a dead area. Like a wasteland? I wonder what this is. Scrub... Oh, no, that's what I'm in. What is this? Wasteland. Yep, I was right. Oh. That's cool. Man, I love this. This is so... It adds so much flavor to Minecraft. It's insane. So we're just going to go through... Why did that look different? Maybe that was just the way that I came across it. So yeah, I'm not really sure what kind of biome that I want to stick in. So we're gonna do a lot of walking around. So that means I'm gonna spend a lot of time between episodes, at least at first, because I don't want it to seem too slow. I want the series to move at a much faster pace than my other one did. So I want to get into the meat and potatoes a little faster, into actually building cool stuff. So this first episode, just going to be walking around, finding a place to set up. Second episode, I will be much further in, because like I said, it's going to be a couple days, at least a week maybe, that I'm going to be playing, getting further, progressing, and then we'll pick up from there. Let's just keep heading off in this direction here. So, what I'm going to do is, because I've pretty much said... Ooh, is that a witch? That is a witch. I wonder if it's... It looks a little different than the vanilla witches. Oh, yep. Okay, it's one of those NPC witches. I love the sound that they make. It's awesome. Oh, there's some bushes right there. Some of the nature berry bushes. More witches? There's 2 there. 1 over there. Yeah, so I'm going to keep walking around, and once I find a place to set up in, I will let you know. Alright, well, this is it so far. I found a place, probably about, let's see, 700 or 800 blocks away from spawn. Maybe not that far. I don't quite remember where spawn is. It'd probably be about 700 or 800. Because my death is over there, and that's 500 blocks away from here. I died on the way out here. I'm not really sure what happened. I had to log off real quick, and when I got back on, I had a zombie right next to me, and I pretty much logged in dead. So I had to go back out and get my stuff, and kept on coming, and I can't sleep the night away because somebody got on, so I can't sleep at the moment. So I just have to wait out the night. But I found kind of a cool little area. It's where am I? This is a thicket, and it's really densely populated with really like small shrubs and stuff like that. Little bushes, almost complete ground coverage, kind of like what a forest is, only without the big tall trees. Or not a forest, a jungle. But anyways, so I dug into the side of the mountain here. It's a really super steep, like sharp mountain. What I'm inside right now is kind of jets straight up into the air, and it's really narrow. It's kind of like a little pillar. It's kind of neat looking. So I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit. This is where we're gonna get started, and all that jazz. So but I think we're about out of time for today because I've been chatting a lot. And, being the first episode, I had a lot of explaining stuff. So we're gonna call this all done for today. So episode 1 is knocked out for the modded. God, you guys are loud. You're throwing my. Oh, this stuff all changed again. No wonder why it's all loud. I hate it when it does that. Anyways, so it's going to be an episode. Thanks for joining me. We got episode 1 of the modded server finally done. I'm so happy that the server's up and running, that I got stuff going, because I have been waiting a long time to do this, and I have so many cool builds in mind that I cannot wait to get started on. So first things first, we got to get started, get all set up and ready to roll here. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one.